Okay, we're continuing with the book here called Best Christian Art by me, Pete Rogers. We're going to start on page 402 if you're following along with the book. The painting is called The Ball by William Gauss. These are beautiful paintings, again from the 1800s, a magnificent era in culture. And they're just beautiful, all these paintings. My mom, when I was a kid growing up, used to love to play the waltzes by Johann Strauss. What they had done is they had gone around and collected all the folk music from the people. And the great composers like Strauss just made it into classical music. So I'll put the links below in the description to these waltzes. They're magnificent, I used to love them. And as soon as I hear them, I'm reminded of my childhood at home, and it makes me very happy. So here's just a typical one of these paintings. And by the way, there's tons of these paintings. I'm just showing you a couple of the best ones. And there's these great songs, The Johann Strauss waltzes, like almost all of those are good. Pachelbel's Canon in D is awesome. It's like one of the best love songs ever. As soon as I think of that song, I'm back in high school with my girlfriend. It just makes me happy. I play that song all the time because it makes me happy. Of course, Moonlights It Out is nice, kind of basic with Beethoven. Hungarian Rhapsody, that's good with Liszt. Sarah Band is very dramatic. It's like a big drama scene in a movie. Serenade for the Winds with Mozart is great, especially the scene. You could just type into your browser, Salieri and Serenade for the Winds and Amadeus, and you'll see his whole description of Mozart's music, how it starts out simple and then it's taken over by a clarinet, and it's just beautiful. Nocturne in B-flat Matter, Chopin's good stuff. The nocturnes are sad but beautiful. Stanchen from Schubert, and going back to Strauss, not Strauss, Faust. It's rather interesting, dramatic stuff. Sweet Mystery of Life, I love that song with Nelson Eddy and Jeanette MacDonald. My father used to love that song. It's one of the best love songs ever made. Okay. Next is Ball in Vienna, this one by Wilhelm Gauss. Again, sort of that beautiful, glamorous, high class, aristocrat, 1800s. And here's another one by, this one's by Victor Gilbert. And you know what? There's just tons of these paintings. When you start searching around for them, they're just beautiful. They're just beautiful and elegant. But you have to have a stable, well-behaved society to have all this type of stuff. Okay, now here's a painting a little bit different. See, there's two girls sort of peeking over the fence there, and this one's called Curiosity by Eugene de Blas, 1892. And what I'm trying to say is, in this good painting and, in Christian societies, 1800s, there's a joy. There's just a joy of life and of beauty and of creation. It's all magnificent. I love it. Like Ayn Rand had said, light years aesthetically ahead of the modern age. Okay, now look at this family picture. It's just beautiful. That's where people find happiness. That's why I always laugh at the modern women's movements, feminism. It's a big joke. I saw the women when I was growing up. They were happy. They had nice, big families, and they weren't divorced. And this is like a typical family. The kids are happy. They're with mama. It's nice, okay? Women didn't have to work. This modern thing about women working is quite overrated, okay? I wish I didn't have to work. I wish some woman would support me and I could stay home, talk to the kids, write my books, okay? Going to work doesn't mean you're civilized and lucky. It means you're poor. Wealthy people don't go to work. Like my mom didn't work. She did her hobbies. My dad worked. So anyways, nice painting here. Happy Family on a Garden Bench by James Tissot. And James Tissot, he's also the artist who, painted all the scenes from the life of Christ. And his paintings from the life of Christ are great too. Got just a little more here for tonight. The main goal tonight was to show you the waltz paintings and to link those songs to it. I think you'll find those songs very enjoyable. I'll show you one more painting from our paintings from the 1800s here tonight. I mean, just look at the beauty in those faces. These are real individuals. This is like a real family. It's just elegant. It's just great art, okay? There's a happiness. A woman will find her greatest happiness in her family. All the women I know, as they're older, that's where they'll find the greatest happiness. Jobs, most jobs, you're working for some corporation that's just, out for a profit, and a lot of corporations are evil monopolies, okay? It's not where you're going to find your joy in life. Here's the next painting here called Entrance to the Grand Canal of Venice by Canaletto. And Canaletto had a lot of great paintings of Venice, okay? This is just one of them. He's got a whole bunch of other ones that are equally great, but just to give you a sense of Canaletto. Okay, that'll be it for this series of paintings tonight, and I'll put the links to those waltzes and other songs in the description below.